Alright, let's get it in. What? Let's get it in. Sorry, y'all. I am running on coffee. Straight up coffee. Just cause I got no sleep last night. Like, I literally popped up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Never been back to sleep. I haven't went back to sleep at all. So,
don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Oh no no. Oh no no. Don't do it to me. Oh no no. Oh no no. Don't do it to me. Oh no no. Oh no no. Don't do it to me.
hi you guys. So I have something super fun for you. Since I've been away for so long, I kind of wanted to do this very fun tag that I thought was super interesting and super fun. I asked you guys on Twitter, what tag would you like me to do? Would you like me to do the Beauty Scenario Tag or the TMI tag? And majority ruled, and it was the Beauty Scenario Tag. Yay! So a lot of you guys requested it, and here I am receiving it and giving it to you. So I have the questions here on my lovely, lovely phone. A lot of you guys wanted me to do the what's on my iPhone tag, but I wanted to get a prettier case so I could have something presentable. But anyway, I'll get on that as soon as I figure out the angles and all that other stuff. But also we'll do the TMI tag a little bit later on in the future. But anyway, so it's 8 questions in total, and I have the questions here on my phone, and these questions are super funny and super fun, and it's just questions that you wouldn't really think about. So yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? First question: you have to get rid of all your foundations, and you can only keep one high-end in one drugstore. Which do you keep? Now, unfortunately, I do not own anything high-end as far as the foundation is concerned, because I went through a whole phase where I did not know my exact foundation. But some of y'all may know, and some of y'all like to comment on, my foundation was either too dark or too light, but I usually made it work at the end of the day. So yeah, I kind of went through that phase. Hence why I have like a whole bunch of really, really dark foundations that I can contour with if I really wanted to, and some really super light foundations that I can highlight and all the other stuff. But that's like for like a really dramatic type of nights, like a party or something. But that's the point. So I didn't want to go into the high-end like Sephora and everything and buy a foundation, and I couldn't pick out my shade and buy the wrong one, and I spent like $30 something. So yeah, but I do want to try something from Tarte and also something from Smashbox, just because Smashbox is more camera friendly. And yeah, so I want to try something from them two lines, but in the future we'll see. But as far as drugstore is concerned, I go through multiple foundations in the drugstore. Revlon, L'Oreal, CoverGirl, you name it, I've tried it in the drugstore. But the one thing that I keep going back to is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. Right now I'm in the shade W8, which is kind of perfect because it is my spring and summer shade. I bought this in the transition between summer and fall, and it was like dead on the money, and it was like so perfect. And right now it's even dead on the money. I have it on right now, and it just blends in so seamlessly. I think this is kind of like my all year round shade, but I think I'm more of a W7 now a little bit, but I make it work, like I said. It just blends in so nicely, and it has a sunscreen of 17. It's very low, but I really like this foundation a lot. You go number 2. You go for an interview, and the lady interviewing you has lipstick on her teeth. Do you approach the subject or ignore it completely? Hi, I'm here for the interview. Well, have a seat, darling. Is there something wrong, darling? Nothing. I probably would not approach her until she says you got the job. But if she told me I didn't get the job, then I'd be like, hey, by the way, you got lipstick on your teeth. Why you just not give me the job? You got lipstick on your teeth. So, there. Number 3, you're not feeling like yourself and need a pick-me-up. Which lipstick do you put on to make yourself look beautiful? Okay, if some of y'all may know, I absolutely love a bold lip. I wear a bold lip just about all the time, winter and spring, or just in all seasons, I wear a very bold lip, whether it be very dark or very bright. Well, if I want to feel kind of, I wouldn't say beautiful, just like out there in the opening and, you know, feel like being myself, I would definitely pick a very vibrant color, especially for spring. And the one that I've been truly loving is Radiant Orchid colors, and this shade is a Radiant Orchid color. It is in the shade Hot Plum. This is from the Maybelline Vivids collection that came out I think last year, and it's such a beautiful Radiant Orchid color. It's super bright, and I just been really loving the Radiant Orchid trend this season and this year, and I have Radiant Orchid on my eyes right now. Absolutely am just loving the Radiant Orchid trend and the orange lip trend as well. I definitely will wear an orange lip, but the one color that I have to say in particular that kind of makes me feel beautiful is a red lip. I don't know what it is about a red lip, but a red lip would do it for me. I feel so in charge and so empowered when I wear a red lip or anything red in general. I feel like I am queen. You go back in time for a day to your teenage years. How do you do your hair and makeup? How would you do your hair and makeup differently? This is more like I would put on makeup. When I was in high school, I did not like makeup. I know, shocker, but no, I did not like makeup. I hated it, to be honest. My mom broke her back trying to get me to like makeup. It wasn't until I went to Eric's prom that I started getting into the whole beauty scene. I don't know, prom kind of set it off for me, and then like I just kind of collected this whole lipstick obsession, and yeah, so I probably tell myself to put on makeup just to look decent, you know. But you ask your hairdresser for a shoulder length pixie low haircut, but they hear wrong and give you a pixie cut. Do you smile, say thank you, leave and call your mom hysterically, cry in a chair and things get awkward, or complain to the manager and demand a refund? I will complain to the manager and demand a refund. First of all, I wouldn't even let you get that far in my head because I can see through the mirror. I would tell you repeatedly, hey, so you're doing a pixie cut, right? The pixie Loda cut, right? Yes? No? Yes? Yes? I will make sure you heard me, but if you still was reluctant to cut my hair into a pixie cut, I would definitely complain and demand a refund, and then be in extensions or a weave for black people, a weave for like ever until I get satisfied. Your friend surprised you. Number 4, your friend surprised you with a 4-day city break, and you have 1 hour to pack. Which do it all palette do you pack in your makeup bag? Oh, that's easy. Between the Lorac Pro and the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Those two, more so towards the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, just because it has that perfect transitioning brown in there and that perfect matte cream shadow in there. But it's a toss-up between those two palettes. Knowing me, I probably end up bringing both, but I absolutely love them. Number 7. Your house has been robbed. Don't worry, everyone is safe, but your beauty stash has been raided. What's the product you really hope is safe? Oh my god, somebody broke in. Okay, things seem to be in order. My makeup! You know what? The product that I hope is really safe is anything that I bought in the high-end department, like my Urban Decay. All of my Urban Decay naked palettes, I'll be totally nervous about. My Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, my Lorac Pro Unzipped, and my Lorac Unzipped and my Lorac Pro palettes, I'll just be nervous about. As far as drugstore stuff, I wouldn't really care because I can get an abundance of that and it's relatively cheap. But anything high-end, I'll be like, oh my god. I'll be crying hysterically because I know I'm not going to get it back because I'm not going to repurchase it ever again. But your friend borrows your makeup and returns it in awful condition. Do you A, just pretend you haven't noticed, B, ask them to repurchase it, or C, secretly do the same thing to theirs? Hey girl. Oh hey. Hey, here's your mascara bag. Thank you. Listen, I love my girlfriends a lot. I love my girlfriends. Girls, I love you, but if you mess up my stuff, not only am I going to tell you, I'm going to guilt trip you, okay? I am. I'm really going to guilt trip you because I went and go, especially if it's limited edition, oh, forget about it. If it was limited edition, you would get the biggest guilt trip of your life, for one, because I had to work hard to go find that product. I had to fight an old lady to get this product because it was the last one on the shelf. I am the one who had to just pay for it all. Listen, I love you, girl. I love you. You know I do. But one or two things is going to happen. I'm either going to do it to your stuff and I dare you to say something to me, or probably tell you to repurchase it. But it all depends on how bad it is. But if it's not really that bad where if I can fix it, I probably would ignore it. I'd probably be like, what happened to my stuff? But I probably would just do all three. Sorry. So that is the end of my beauty scenario tag. Those were so much fun questions, even though this tag is very short, but the questions were super fun and I really like the questions in this tag. So I tag everybody who sat here and watched this video. Make sure you go ahead and you do this beauty scenario tag and hit me up on Twitter. Use the hashtag Beauty March Madness with CC and say, hey, I just did the beauty scenario tag. Come check it out. I'm sure you'll like it and everything. And yeah, that is all that I have to say. My camera is telling me that I am low and my memory is low, so I gotta wrap this mess up. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I also do surprise uploads, so make sure you are keeping a close eye on my channel because there's no telling what will happen on here. And also, if you're wondering if I have a life outside of YouTube, I definitely do. Follow all of my social media sites down below, including everything from CC Sweets as well. We post daily type of pictures of what I've been cooking in the lab. Other than that, all the links down there, all the links are down there in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!